The better built, cheaper one. Shh, don't say nothing because I'm making a video about Trump and the coronavirus nonsense. Now they got everyone in the country so scared. A mask, they're selling one mask for $3.50 at the 24-hour porn shop. I don't know why that's open. Like, why would you need a dildo to protect you from the coronavirus? I can't answer that question. But they do have tiny bottles of hand sanitizer for $8 each. I just sold 120 ounces for $55 and a bag of Gojo. I'm feeling kind of stupid right now because now everybody wants it again. And even the store owners are asking me, and I should have just sold it to them. I knew I should have took it over there. Anyhow, not going to stay on the phone here long, but I don't understand what, dildos and rubber vaginas have to do with, coronavirus necessities. It's necessary business because they're selling $8 bottles of hand sanitizers and I'm talking about, this is the fresh scent hand sanitizer stuff, like the cheapest possible 10% alcohol that you can get. Anyway, we got to check this out because this is Coronavirus Comedy Hour. This I thought was hilarious.
Memorable quote.
You can do anything. Whatever you want. Grab him by the pussy.
How would you translate?
All right, hold on. We got to do that. We got to go back. Okay.
You would translate that.
Bing, bing, boom, boom.
Interesting. Okay, maybe that was a softball, but how about this memorable quote?
You can do anything. Whatever you want. Grab him by the pussy.
How would you translate grab him by the pussy?
I would say 何でもさせてくれる meaning that women can let me do anything.
That's very, very different because it could mean women let me do anything, like treat them like a queen, as opposed to I can grab them by the pussy. You know?
Unfortunately, it does not project the same way.
Is there a Japanese word for pussy?
Not in the exact sense of the word.
Is there a Japanese word for this?
Sure, that's neko-chan, meaning neko-chan.
No, that's not going to work. It's too cute. It's too cute. Okay, how about this?
What is that?
Kind of. Beef curtains.
Beef curtains. Beef curtains.
Try that.
We will build the wall, and Mexico is going to pay for the wall.
Vamos a construir un muro y México va a pagar por él.
Okay, there's warmness in your eyes, you're smiling. That is not the way he said it. You have to do it like he does it. People at home are going to think he's joking.
People have sensitivity, so you don't want to offend them more than he already has.
No,
you have to say exactly.
No Mexico.
Yeah,
no Mexico. Look, see, she's uncovering this is a problem because the translators are not saying exactly what he's saying, and that's an issue, isn't it? Because if you're offended by what he's saying, you can't correct him. But today I figured out, let me make some homemade hand sanitizer and go try to get some aloe vera gel, and nobody has it. And apparently, they sell it up on 5th Street, and I have a family member that is the cashier there that sells it, and they will still only give me one bottle. And I'm talking, look, man. So I was like, what? We're family, sort of. We used to be. You hit me in the face with a piece of chicken once. And I can't get a case of aloe vera. What's up with that? Coronavirus really is evil, man. It's separating families. It's, I got a case of gloves, $25 a box. There's 200 gloves in there. Let me know. And yeah. Oh, hi, princess. Can't really see your face or nothing, but we can see the top of your head. And it looks like a mushroom. And, I was going to say something about family, like, you know, maybe she could go and say, hey, Grandma, I need a box of aloe vera gel. And maybe you can get that. But there's a YouTube video about making your own aloe vera gel and da-da-da-da. And guess who's not going through all that? Me. But point, you know, the whole thing about this, it is a comedy. This is the darkest comedy that has ever been written, because they're talking about now sealing the borders. Now think about all the things that this virus has done politically. You know, it's made superheroes of our false gods and given media attention to the worst of the Christian people. And I'm not saying that they're bad people. I'm saying that their actions are not. So, but I'm convicting myself right now. And, whoa. On the phone right now, your hair looks like it was done professionally by some, well, you can't see it now. Duh. Did you saw, my viewers are going to be like, she just tried to look at the phone. Like,
I didn't know it was still recording.
Like, she literally went like this to see the screen, like, to look at her hair. And God bless you. God bless you, one and all. It's a good thing that you're pretty because, well, smart as a whip, but stupid as a stick. I made that up. If I find out any of you are using it, I'm copywriting that right now. That's my saying. You owe me a quarter, okay? And it depends on how many times it's used. That's going to go up to $100 a usage. Smart as a whip, but stupid as a stick. But I don't, we're not beating around the bush here. We're preparing. I'm preparing. Everybody's laughing at me right now. I'm literally the joke. Because I'm making a bug out bag and I'm just preparing. And there's nothing wrong with being prepared because Jesus said multiple times to be prepared. Also, not above doing what's necessary to make the money that I need to survive, because unemployment has not come. The government took that little teeny bit of money I got back from my taxes. Them some bitches took it. Elf. That was hilarious, but you gotta be really, really high to watch it.
Really? Momo loves that movie.
Really? Your grandma must be naturally high, but that movie was hilarious. I caught, what was I watching? Something else that, when you're sober and you watched it, like I don't watch much trash. I mean, sometimes though I just, you know, watching old football games gets boring, and The Office over. I must have watched the whole series maybe 15, 20 times. Along with Parks and Recreation and the things that I can find on Netflix that are the least a bit of offense in them. Not talking about that nonsense right there, but what was I saying, Z? Alright, look at your hair and see how pretty it is. Forgot what I was saying. How do I do that? You're not paying attention either? Man, it's a good, you're not even high. You know, so you're not, don't you ever try smoking no weed. I mean, no more. Because if you can't remember what I just said.
I wasn't paying attention in the first place.
Oh. Alright, let me think. Coronavirus, church, people in the church using this as an opportunity to grow their business. Because it is a business for them. Not everyone. I have to assume that some of the... we went to church today, and it didn't matter to me. We had fellowship, and if you guys are watching this by any chance, thank you so much, man. You don't know. I don't even care if you hate me, but the fact that I was able to congregate with believers today means so much to me. And some things we learned today, real quick, I want to share with you. You know, I said about Muslims, and I talk about Muslims a lot because I talk to a lot of Muslims, and I know a lot of Muslims who don't want nothing to do with any religion because of Islam, period. They're Muslims, and that's what they were trained to be, and that's what they're sticking to it. But because they were trained in that way, they don't even want to hear anything about any other belief system, any other faith. And that's not right. You would be killed in Islamic countries for telling someone who is a Muslim about that. Anyhow, you know, it's not because... it occurred to me during the service today that they have a problem with the Islamic faith because they lived it. But they were taught to have a problem with Christ. They were taught against Christianity. But they're against Islam because they lived it. But they were taught to be against Christianity. And that is not something that the God of heaven, the Elohim Tzvot, who is very merciful, all-powerful, and kind, and omnipresent and omnipotent, which I already just said. It's redundant, but he is the majesty and he is the king. Oh, man, did you put something in my tea?
No.
I'm mighty tired. I'm falling asleep. What time is it? 8 o'clock?
9:50.
Oh, it's 10 o'clock. It's time for me to go to bed. I'm an old man now. I think those children were trying to tell me I was about 100 today. So the beautiful children, what were they, 5, 6? They shoot a pigeon. And the 6-year-olds go and pluck it. Now, plucked, it looks like a chicken. Except for the head. And I was like, well, gut it. You know, we gotta eat it now. So, anyway, I'm going to let you go because I'm out of time. And this has been Coronavirus Comedy by Saul Kohanim. I am Kohav Hagadol of this lovely home. And I will tell you, whoever you are, that the blood of Christ is the only redemption available. That there is nothing else, there is no other way. And I don't care what alien creatures come from outer space, I don't care if they come from the center of the earth or the bottom of the ocean, they're going to tell you lies. Alright? Please. Assume everything is a lie until you've investigated it and found out that it is the truth. Particularly when it comes to religion. And you have to remember that religious people are religious. The very word itself tells you, okay, there's something wrong here. Because religion is your attempt to build a ladder to heaven. And we all know that ain't going to happen. All right, I'm going to let you go. Good night. And look, I think that's Venice.